Hey y'all, I'm Jamielenear, just call me Jamie. Welcome back to another video. Look y'all, look, your girl just had her shower, just came in from doing an Amazon block, so I'm like, oh god, I need to rush and give y'all something real fast, because like, look, when I say I almost forget, I almost ain't gonna forget. But I wanted to talk about a YouTube tip for today. I wanted to talk about why being real on YouTube will get you farther than anything. See, when you starting to do these platforms, whichever platform you decide to do, whether it be YouTube, whether it be TikTok, whether it be Instagram, being real is the best way to be. Each platform might be different, but somebody can pick you apart. They can tell if you being real or if you being fake. They can tell if you're not being your authentic self. That's why I always preach being yourself, and you'll even see other creators preach it. Being yourself, being real is the best way to be when it comes to being on these platforms. Somebody, like I say, always tell y'all, somebody always gonna have something to say. Oh well, but if you in it for the long haul, then you can just ignore those people. But being real, letting people know what you're going through, you don't have to necessarily let them know blow by blow, because that's up to you how much you want to share with your audience. But being real on these platforms is the best way to be. Being that now I don't care what nobody has to say, not all the time. And I'm gonna be honest with you, not all the time. And I just feel like that's a part of it. It's fake. You getting dressed up all the time just to come on these platforms, that's fake to me. Because how somebody can know how you look or know the real you when you not all the time dressed up? You got to, that's why they always say, leave something to the imagination. I don't know if y'all understand what I'm saying. Leave something to the imagination, so that way when you do pop out, people can see the real you. This is how you get down. This is you being real and not being fake. That's why I always say, come on these platforms being real, not being fake, not sugarcoating it. You got homeless people on these platforms talking about their circumstances. You got people who lose their jobs every day talking about their circumstances. Like me as one of them. I'm doing gig work. This is not what I planned to see myself doing, but things just happen. Things happen. That's normal life. You know what I'm saying? So just me coming on this platform, letting y'all know how I'm feeling, what I'm going through, having a hard time finding another job, or not going to look for another job, or just out here doing gig work, or just out here being on YouTube, being my full-time job and posting. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be my authentic self and come on this platform and show up, whether I'm dressed to the nine or I'm not. Because like I say, I look on these other platforms and not everybody, especially TikTok. And TikTok, I feel like TikTok is real as it can get. I feel like TikTok 10 times worse than dang on YouTube. So you get people come on that platform looking all kind of way, but they being their real authentic self, and people can see them both sides. People know they struggle. Who got money for all that all the time? I can tell you, I ain't no big time. I ain't got it like that yet, but I'm not broke. So sometimes you just got to come on this platform, say be real, not being fake, because I'm gonna tell you, they'll eat you alive. They will pick you apart. They'll be like, oh, that ain't even your voice. You don't even sound like that for real. Especially if somebody know you, oh, they'll pick you apart and be like, oh, dang, you need to come on with that. So who you fooling? And you want to, like I say, sometimes you're going to have some haters. You know what I'm saying? Because by you being real and showing up and letting people know what you're going through, your circumstances, whatever, you're evolving as a person. Sometimes people just need to talk about it. You just need to talk about it, let it out. You don't always have to gatekeep, because your circumstance might be the same circumstance that somebody else might be going through, and might can help somebody else out. So just come on these platforms, be real. You might be scared, but I always say practice makes perfect. Talk to yourself in the mirror. If you can sit up there, and this is how I talk about it. This is how I feel about it. Half of the time we gossip. And you might say you don't gossip. We gossip. You might not think you gossip, but we gossip. We might be gossiping in the littlest forms. And what I mean by that is, oh, why that person turn like that? Why they ain't they left blinker on? That's gossiping. If you could sit up there and gossip on the phone with somebody, or gossip, you can get your behind on YouTube and be real and not be fake. So I just wanted to come on here and chit chat with y'all and let y'all know, coming on these platforms, being the real version of you, being the real you will get you further than trying to be somebody you're not. Because we don't do that. We don't want to try to be nobody we not. I know I'm not. I'm going to be me regardless. So I just wanted to come on here and chit chat with y'all. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.